Okay, let's try a little thought experiment. Imagine you're a delivery driver. Your entire day's income really depends on things you can't control, like the weather. A sudden storm hits, the city grinds to a halt, and just like that, your earnings are cut in half. Now, what if? What if there was a system that could see that coming and pay you for the loss before you even felt the financial hit? Well, that's the core idea we're diving into today, a new kind of safety net called AI GigShield.
So let's kick things off with a single, pretty staggering number, 30%. For a gig worker in a place like India, that is how much of their income can be completely wiped out by just one bad day, one single disruptive event. Just think about that for a second. Nearly a third of your earnings, gone in a flash. And this quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. You see, that 30% loss, it happens in a total vacuum. There's no parachute, no immediate support system to catch them. And the key words here are real time. By the time any traditional help might show up, if it shows up at all, the damage is already done.
This really is the heart of what we call the gig worker's dilemma. It's this constant state of financial vulnerability. So what does that actually look like day to day?
Well, we're not talking about some rare, once-in-a-lifetime disaster here. We're talking about everyday problems. A sudden heavy downpour that floods the streets, a massive traffic jam that brings the city to a standstill, or maybe the app they rely on for work just goes down for an hour. To you and me, that stuff is an annoyance, right? But for a gig worker, every single one of those is a direct, immediate hit to their wallet. So you might be thinking, if the problem is this obvious, why don't our existing systems, like traditional insurance, fix it? Well, the simple answer is that for this modern problem, we're dealing with a fundamentally broken safety net.
And here's why it's broken. It's a total mismatch. Old school insurance is slow, it's manual, think of all that paperwork, and most importantly, it's reactive. It only kicks in after the damage is done and you've spent ages proving you lost money. What a gig worker actually needs is the complete opposite, a system that's instant, that's automatic, and maybe, just maybe, even predictive.
Okay, so if the old system is completely out of date, what's the fix? Well, this is where things get really interesting. This is the AI solution. It's a whole new way of thinking, using technology to build a new kind of safety net that's actually designed for the way people work today.
The technology at the core of this idea is something called parametric insurance. Now, I know it sounds a little technical, but the concept is actually incredibly simple. Instead of you having to file a claim, the insurance policy is tied to a specific predefined event, a parameter. So, for example, if rainfall in your city hits a certain level, the system just assumes your work was disrupted and pays you automatically. No forms, no phone calls, no waiting.
And that brings us right back to AI GigShield. It takes that brilliant, simple idea of parametric insurance and then turbocharges it with a layer of artificial intelligence. This makes it not just automatic, but actually predictive.
So how does this whole thing actually work for, say, a delivery driver on the ground? It sounds complex, but it's not. Let's just walk through the process from signing up to getting paid to see how seamless it really is.
The whole journey is designed to be super straightforward. First up, a worker registers, and the AI creates a unique risk profile for them. Step 2, based on that profile, they get a dynamic weekly premium. This isn't some one-size-fits-all fee, it's tailored to them. Third, and this is really where the magic happens, the system is constantly monitoring real-time data. And finally, step 4, as soon as a disruption is detected, boom, an automatic, instant payout is triggered.
But how does it know when to trigger that payout? Well, that's the job of what's called the multi-trigger engine. And the key is that it isn't just looking at one thing. It's constantly scanning and combining data from a whole bunch of different sources at once. Live weather data, real-time traffic patterns, and even activity on the platform the worker is using. This is what makes the whole system fair and accurate.
So let's peek under the hood for a second and meet the AI team making this all happen. First, you've got an LSTM model. Think of it as the income loss forecaster. Its job is to see potential disruptions coming before they even happen. Then there's XGBoost, who's the pricing expert, setting fair, dynamic premiums based on real-time risk. And finally, you have Isolation Forest, acting as the security guard, detecting and stopping any fraudulent activity. Each one has a very specific and very vital job.
And I want to be clear, this isn't just some futuristic idea on a whiteboard. A working prototype of this system already exists. It's been built and tested, and it proves that the entire workflow is solid, from a user signing up to calculating their premium, all the way through to simulating a rainstorm that triggers an actual payout. The core concept works.
So when you step back and look at all this, what does it mean for the bigger picture? I mean, this feels like it could be the future of insurance itself.
What we're really witnessing here is a fundamental shift in how we think about protection. For centuries, insurance has always been reactive. Something bad happens, then you file a claim and hope you get paid. This technology completely flips that model on its head. We are moving from a world of reactive insurance to one that is predictive, a system that can anticipate risk and provide support proactively.
And that really leaves us with a huge, powerful question to think about. If we can build a system that protects a person's income from something as unpredictable as a rainstorm, what's next? If insurance can truly learn to predict risk instead of just cleaning up after it, what other parts of our lives, what other vulnerabilities could be protected in a way we've never even imagined? It's a pretty powerful thought.